Hi guys, Red Pill Biker here, and I'm here to give you some bad news. The meteor has already hit the Earth. Now let me explain what I mean by that brilliant metaphor, that deep parable. As I'm sure you learned in grade school, 400, 600 million years ago, this is how the theory goes, and I think it's a pretty sound theory. The Earth dramatically changed, and it never went back to the way it was. About 400, 600 million years ago, as the theory goes, we all know that there were dinosaurs rambling around, and they dominated the Earth, and all of a sudden, abruptly, which in geological times, it's almost like they vanished and disappeared. But you guys know this. And it was probably more over a course of another few thousand years, but a meteor came, it hit the Earth, didn't wipe them all out when it hit. I mean, they were all over the world, so it gradually spread. It made, whatever was underneath the meteor got vaporized really quick, and then it gradually spread across the Earth, and plants died, and the sun was blocked off, and it just killed everything. And the dinosaurs were gone. Well, kill all the dinosaurs. Didn't kill everything, because obviously there's still stuff around. But because of this, other life forms began to evolve. And ultimately, because of this, we as humans, as naked apes, were able to come and become the dominant species. Had that not happened, we would not be the dominant species. Now, who survived? Well, it was the little creepy crawly things, and they flourished in this environment, and they ultimately evolved into some higher life form. I say all this to say this. We have had a cultural meteorite hit the Earth. And we're not going back to the way it was. When I first kind of discovered the manosphere and started thinking straight and getting myself out of a difficult situation, some of the first stuff I came across was male rights advocates, MRAs, I guess you call them. And they sounded good, because like, oh, we're going to go in there, and of course we're going to change some laws, and we're going to do all this stuff. And I'm listening to them, and it sounded good, because I was in that fight or flight mode, and I was really wanting to fight, because I had been screwed for 25 years, and then in the divorce I got screwed some more. I'm sure that there must be one or two guys out there that would agree with me on that deal. And then you start to realize, that's kind of the mindset of a conscious dinosaur looking up at the sky and saying, there's a meteor heading towards us, and what can we do to avoid the meteor? No, the meteor's hit, guys. It's hit. And it's vaporized what we used to know as masculinity, because now it's toxic masculinity. That meteor puffed up a bunch of toxins into the air, and now it's toxic masculinity. And it's gradually spreading around the world. Not everybody got hit and killed off the bat, but it's gradually spreading around the world. And ultimately, in my view, we're going to see the old culture die. Now, are there some thriving in this environment? Yes. Male feminist. The weasels of the masculine world are thriving after the meteor. And we can only hope that generations from now, they may evolve into something of a higher order. I wish that I would be around to see it. I know I'm not going to be around to see it. Maybe some out there, the youngest of the young men, but I don't think so. We're never going back to the old world order. We're not going back there. The dinosaurs have been killed. And the ones up front, they got vaporized. I'm not even one of the old dinosaurs. I'm just an older dinosaur. And the culture I grew up in was already dying before I ever came into this world. True story. Now, it could be argued, and I have no proof that this can't be true, that we humans would not be here if that meteorite hadn't hit the earth and taken out the dinosaurs. Is there something of a higher level coming? I don't know. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about now. I'm here now. I exist now. Do I want the best? Am I going to do anything to contribute to the spreading of this or the harming of others? Of course not. But you know what? As an old dinosaur who wants to exist for as long as possible, I'm going to run away from where the meteor hit. Just my point of view, just my 2 cents, probably not even worth that much. Anyway, guys, life is hard. Don't make it any harder than it needs to be. Keep it real, guys. Adios.